Hello, welcome to another fun tutorial. Today I'm going to be creating a mixed media style layout and I'm inspired by two challenges. One is the Lindy's Gang color challenge for the amazing color palette that they have this month. That's a look at the colors, a pink, purple and teal. This is my favorite color combination and I thought that I really want to create something for this. Apart from that, I'm also combining it with the More Than Words challenge, which the main challenge is every day to be inspired by something that one does every day and document it, and to add bugs and or birds, any of that. I've already prepped my background, so I'm using this paper, which is from the 7 Dot Studio Verano Azul collection. And I chose this because it's got a neutral white with a little textured pink background which will go well with my color combination. And what I've done is given a coat of clear gesso to protect it and pasted it on chipboard for some thickness and so that my paper doesn't bend as I begin working on it. This is the photo that I've chosen because I think what I'd like to document is how I take time out every day to reflect, to introspect, to go within. And this picture was apt for that. And after printing it, I've decided that I'd like to use it the other way around just to depict it in my layout. So I also have some paper layers from the same paper collection to mount my photo. And I'm using this chipboard frame as well. Now first, let's begin working on the background. I've made a marking of roughly where I'd like my focal, that's the photo. And so I'm going to work around that for my background. For the background, I'm using a stencil. This is a Stencil Girl stencil S638. And I simply love the texture that it has. And I'm going to be using Versamark ink because I'd like to heat emboss it with this Magic Moon pearls from Lindy's. So that's my first step. That's a look at the first texture of my background. And now I'm going to go in with my Lindy's Magicals and colors. And for my background, I'm mainly focusing on using the teal and the pink. And I'd like to add the purple a little later on. So that's a look at the color on my background. I'm just going to set this aside to dry and just create the layers for the photo. And I'm just going to color my chipboard with the same magicals that's here. I've not covered this with gesso, and I'm directly going to just go in with the magicals. I'm just gonna mix a little bit more of the two purple tones and add a little splatter on the background to bring all the colors that I'm using together. Now, with that background complete, what I did is I misted the splatter on top with water to get this fuzzy look of a reflection and left the splatter clear at the bottom. Meanwhile, I've also done some stamping and die cutting to prepare some elements for the layering. So I've used these dies from Fantasy and die cut them on white cardstock, and I'm going to leave that white so it pops up on my background. Apart from that, I use these two stamp sets from Alt New, the wild hibiscus and the hibiscus bouquet, a few flowers and the bird element, and I stamped it on vellum, white vellum and the steel vellum, and heat set it with black embossing powder from Lindy's, that's Black Forest Black, to get some elements for my layering. So all of these are that, and that would be enough for me to complete my layout. I'm also using this wooden bark piece just to place it under the photo, right where the girl is sitting, adding another layer of interest. So with that done, I have all my layers glued, and I really like how it looks, this being the reflection and this being the, the original image with the color going in. Now I want to add a little bit more over here, some of the layers, and so what I'm going to do is just splatter a little bit of this color to get it flowy, and then glue down those elements in the same way that I've done here. However, I want to go back with this embossing powder over here. For a darker teal, I'm using Time Travel Teal, the shaker, and I'll just mix it in my previous color here. And now I'm just using this leftover color a little bit here on my die cuts on the top. Okay, so that's a look at the layers so far. Everything adhered. Now time to add some meaning, some sentiment to the layout. So, of course, people who've known my work, I really get inspired to create a story around the art that I make, and it just has layers of meaning. So, for me, like I said, this was more about reflection, pausing, going within, something that you do every day. I wrote a poem around that, which I'd be sharing in the description box below. And so, what goes with it is this: a journey for the soul, lost among the clouds, everyday treasures, and everyday also incorporates the more than word challenge here. So I'm just going to glue these. These are stickers from 7 Dot Studio, and I've just mounted them onto some cardstock, and I'll glue them onto my layout with some foam tape. Apart from that, I'm also going to add a little bit glitter here and there to pop everything up, and for that I'm using this glossy gel that I have diluted with a little water. Also, it needs some white splatter, so I'm using this white acrylic artist ink and just adding some splatter, and I'll just cover my photo so that my splatter does not um, get onto my photo. And that completes this layout. So here is a closer look of some of the details, and I'm really happy with the way it's turned out. The colors, the elements, and the entire total picture. I really hope that you've enjoyed this video, and do share, do like, and subscribe our channel for more such inspiration and videos. Thank you for all the subscribers who keep returning, stopping by, watching the video, and leaving your comments. Truly, truly appreciate it. Until the next time, take care and bye bye.